is going to be a video of me walking you through a website that I made, and it's a resume website for myself that I made for my web development course. So here's the website. I used WordPress for it, and so I grabbed a theme and I added my content to it, and I edited it a little bit. So the first things that I'll walk you through is the content and the organization. And mostly all you need to know about the organization is, I just kind of have this navigation bar here, and I ordered them in the ways that I feel the an employer would want to look at things first. And first they'd want to look at your experience, like what you can do, then what you know, and then maybe some of the other things that you've done and where you've applied the knowledge, and then your contact information. So first, obviously, for the content, we have the home, and here's a purpose statement. It's a pretty short one that I just kind of threw up there. Then we have my experience, and along with experience, there's technical skills as well, just in case somebody's experience doesn't necessarily reflect what it is that they know or what they've learned. And then we'll go to education. Education is the pretty standard education format for a resume. You have what you're currently doing, and then you kind of go down the list to what you've done in the past. Then we switch to projects, and here I will put any other major projects to come. Right now, I just have this website and Project Euler problems, and they're just practice problems for programming. And then last, I have my contact page, which just gives the basic contact information for me. Another thing that I have for content is I have this download link for my actual resume, and when I click it, it downloads it, and I can open it or whatever. Some other things as far as organization goes, as you can tell, there's this little button over to the right, just brings you back to the top. As you scroll down, the navigation bar forms to the top of the page. And one thing that I really like is this is a responsive theme, so when it gets smaller, it fits to whatever screen really well. So that's pretty much it for content and organization. Now we'll go on to design. So most of the design was kind of done by the theme. There were things that I did, and they were kind of smaller details, but I think they actually really make the theme look a lot better with the website and the content. So the first design thing is my little logo that I made. I just kind of threw it together. Uh, I'm an IT major, so I figured something circuit board tech-ish would look pretty appropriate. And I have obviously the circuits the same color as this blue that is used throughout the theme. And then I have my name on it. That was pretty easy to put up there because if I go to the appearance and I go to customize, there was actually just a small area for my site identity tab that'll pull up here in just a second, and it let me just upload my image really easily, so that wasn't too much trouble. So as you can see right here is that little area. Um, the next thing that I did is I for my content and the layout of the content, you can see that I specified what header size I wanted, and I let it know that I wanted to use order lists or unordered lists or paragraphs. And right here, I used the header 3, and I have my paragraph right here. But in the other ones, I have my H3 headers, and then I have unordered lists for those. And then that's for visually, that's all you can really see. That's all you can tell is that I decided to use H3. Some other things that I did, and these are just other tweaks to the CSS rules that I did. So when I first looked at the theme, I started adding content. The content here was even with the left side of the navigation bar. So if I go into the editor, I'll show you what I did. So for the home page, there's the home and the content holder classes that I had to specify, and I had to add padding to the left. I had to add 100 pixels of padding. As you can see right here, it pushed it over to the right. And then for my other pages, I had to use the content ID tag, and that pushed all the content over to the right as well, 100 pixels, while maintaining the background color here. So another thing that I did along with that is for the home page, so I had to set some top padding for the H3 element, or else this one got too close to the navigation bar, and I didn't like that. So right here, I added some top padding to that element. Something else that I did is I put paragraph width to 60%, because with a pretty short purpose statement, if it's 100%, it only goes to about 1 or 2 lines instead of about 3. And the last thing that I did, I actually had to edit this in the main style.css, is my search bar right here. So this background color was actually the same as this dark gray, and I had to go in and I had to change that. And then the other thing that I changed was this copyright text down here. So my theme allows me to go into the footer and to tell it what text I want to show, but it also had some added on text, I think powered by Template Monster or something. And so I had to go into my static footer text.php document, and I had to change that. It was right here. I had to get rid of it, so I did. And I think that's about all I did. I chose where I wanted the download link to be in the third footer section. So there's one here, one here, one here, and one over here. But that's pretty much it, and that's my resume website. So I hope you guys thought it was neat, thought some of the stuff I did was cool. So I will leave you with that.